Let's consider units. They're very important in science, and it's necessary to understand how to use units in calculations in chemistry, physics, biology, and mathematics. Say we want to conduct a measurement of length, and so we measure something and we find that it is 15 inches. The number by itself doesn't mean much. The unit tells us how long the object is. So the number without the units is meaningless. The units without the number is meaningless, but both together tell us the length of an object. So let's look at how this is expressed algebraically. When we say it's 15 inches in length, algebraically, what we mean is 15 times the unit inches. So the unit is always multiplied by the number. Now in English, when we have two units or two items that are multiplied, we usually separate them with a word, like if we had 12 grams of carbon, algebraically this would be 12 times gram times carbon. The word of means to multiply. If we had the density, say 4 grams per 3 milliliters, the word per means divide. So algebraically, we have 4 times grams divided by 3 times milliliters. Now with these units, we can multiply and divide these units just like they were numbers. Say if I have that density, 4 times grams divided by 3 times milliliters, I could multiply this, say, by 20 times milliliters, a volume, and that would give me the grams of the substance, which would be 26.7 grams, because milliliters is both in the numerator here, denominator here, and so the units can cancel just like numbers. So I have the same value in the numerator and denominator, so those would cancel. The milliliters would cancel because I have milliliters divided by milliliters. That's equal to 1. And so I'd have the numerical value 80 divided by 3, which is 26.7, and the grams here does not cancel with anything, so that unit is conserved. Alright, 26.7 grams, I actually mean 26.7 times the unit grams. But most of the time we'll leave the dot, the time symbol out, just for convenience. Okay, now let's consider addition and subtraction. In this case, we have to add or subtract numbers in the same units. So if we had 4 inches plus 3 inches, that total would be 7 inches. If we had 4 inches plus 1 foot, we can't add those two numbers together because they have different units. We would have to convert one of the units so that they would match. So we could convert this to 12 inches and add that to 4 inches and get 16 inches. Now, just as we can raise numbers to a power, say 2 cubed is equal to 8, we can raise units to a power. We can have centimeters times centimeters times centimeters, and then we would express that as centimeters cubed, or in English you would say cubic centimeters. So this would correspond to a volume.